Hey, what's up, guys? Is the sound all right? Can you tell me that, please? Hope everything is well. So let me actually change the camera a bit. Okay. See if it goes a little bit better there. I think it's fine either way. So, guys, hope everything is well. I know I'm a bit late today. It is what it is, basically. I had a couple of things to do, and this was the best time for me. If you are watching the stream, do not forget to leave a like. I know I'm looking to the other side because I have a monitor there. But yeah, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to check the links below the video, all the good stuff. I may have to do this a bit quick today since I'm already late, but I will try to take a look at the relevant cards in the auction. So, hope everything is well, guys. Let's start with this. I think sound is okay. Let me see. Roberto Deck, hi André, how are you doing, my friend? Yeah, and you are also appearing on the screen, that's good. F11 to make this, well, I don't know why this is not going anywhere, but okay. All right. So I guess we can start. Quite hot in Portugal. We can see that the summer is coming for sure. All right. So let's start with this, my friends. Another weekly auction. Hey Thomas, how are you doing, my friend? Another weekly auction. I will try to go a bit faster, like I said, but I will still cover most of the relevant cards. And we start with pre-war, just one thing actually. Okay. We start with pre-war. A bunch of Tixidines, Bolzoni. I mean, a couple of relevant players for sure. But not a market that I engage that much. Of course, Stanley Matthews, one of the biggest names. So I guess we can move from these cards quite fast. Tingles, very popular set if you are into pre-war. This case is not even pre-war, but especially in vintage. We also have the typical Brugueras, Alfredo Di Stefano, and Luis Suarez. This is the type of cards I would not be buying graded. I think you can still find them raw, and for these grades I don't think it's that difficult to find this card, so have that in mind. We keep moving. Now we have Bobby Charlton rookie 1.5. It's a beautiful card, but this grade is not that good by any means. Honestly, for a 1.5 looks quite nice. I was expecting a back with damage. Is not the case, at least does not seem. This is the most common version. I also believe this is the first print on this card. The rarest version, talking with other collectors, seems like the second print, even though I don't have confirmation on this, apart from interacting with collectors that have more experience than me on this card in particular. Now we have the Aquarellas, not a super relevant player to start, so let's move on to the second page. And now we start seeing players that are quite more relevant, like Vavá, Zagallo. We also have Mauro, Oreco. Well, basically this is a historical team for Brazil, as you know. The biggest cards in the set tend to be Garrincha and Pelé, but even the difference between Pelé and Garrincha is huge. Pelé is the one that have the rookie narrative, and because of that sells for a lot. Talking about Garrincha, we have, again, not a true rookie, but still early card for Garrincha, Monte Game. People PFC population 1 of 3 for graded higher. Keep one thing in mind, these cards, there is a couple of variations with the back. Especially for Pelé, I'm not sure if this one applies that well. I'm not very engaged with this type of narratives, but I know there is some racist claims that on the Pelé card, and because of that people don't like it. So be careful with that. James said, remember to leave a like on the stream. Are you going to check Goldin 2? Some nice soccer cards just listed last night for the elite auction starting tomorrow. I may do it tomorrow, actually. I may do another live because today I'm already late, so I'm not sure if I will do it or not. But I saw your message, James, on Instagram with the Ronaldo Red. That's a crazy card. I did not even check if that was auto or not. I just saw it was a red. And I don't even know the grade, honestly, from the top of my head. So we keep moving. We have a couple of interesting cards, but nothing too crazy. again, if you are a collector, a lot of this stuff probably goes low, so you have some opportunity there as a collector, not as an investor. As an investor, you can also have, but that's a different conversation. So this is a nice alternative for Eusebio early card / rookie card. Most people talk about the Calciatore one, but I think this is also a nice option. I actually love the red on red. I prefer the Calciatore, but in terms of rarity, they are probably similar. Non-auto PSA 8. Okay, no, that's an amazing card. Quite interesting to see how low it can go, especially if you think that the PSA 8 Lewandowski went for 5k. So it will be really interesting to see what the red for Ronaldo does. Now we have Panini Calciatore Pelé PSA 7. This is a very good grade. This is the first Panini sticker for Pelé. Copy is actually the version I believe is the easiest to find. Valide, from my experience at least, seems a bit more difficult. There is a couple of variations, typical Panini stickers on the 60s, on the 70s. There is always variations on the back. Even nowadays we have variations for Panini stickers, so this is not something that new. So actually talking about this card, I believe I will be doing soon a Gerd Müller investing in greatness. Since I did the Beckenbauer, I also want to do a Gerd Müller. This one looks whatever, honestly. I'm not seeing any damage on the back, but maybe there is. I also don't think it's a super relevant card. He's an authentic, he's probably the least favorite rookie. Not probably, it's for sure the least favorite rookie for most people for the Gerd Müller market, but as a player, he's a legendary player. PWCC population 1 of 2, that's crazy. With 8 graded higher, but I would still love to check that. Now we have the Bergman. Those cards, I end up talking about them recently on my Investing in Greatness for Beckenbauer. They are quite more easy to find, and they also tend to be in good condition. Talking about 8s, 9s, 7s, basically grades that the card already looks quite amazing. The reason these cards are easy to find, easy probably a strong word comparing with other markets, but the reason these cards are easy to find is they are distributed in vending machines, and because of that they are not associated with any album, and they end up not getting glued, or in this case passed into something. So because of that they seem a bit more available. I saw a Pelé, and in the past I had a couple actually of these Stamps Asman cards. I don't think this is rare at all. It blows my mind that people are paying so much for this stuff. Maybe just for Pelé, I thought a couple of Pelés ended up going quite bananas. I would be careful with this, just my 2 cents. Not that I have a lot of knowledge about them. I end up buying the entire sheet with all the rookies, not all the rookies, all the cards, Pelé, Bobby Charlton, Eusebio. There is a couple of other super big names that I'm not remembering, but basically they are not that difficult to find, at least in the past, and they end up not being that difficult to find. Franz Beckenbauer World Cup year, West Germany, as you can see. Interesting card for, seems a bit of a damage on the back. Maybe not. Now we have the Van der Hout. Early cards for Alex Ferguson, but keep in mind these are not the rookie. Keep moving. So I was looking at past results on PWCC, and the cards that are really down are the ping pong cards. I know they have been appearing often, but I believe I saw PSA 1, PSA 2 Socrates going for $16. See, that's the entry point I actually think is okay. I think they are probably reaching a point that could make sense to buy them. If they keep going for $15, $10, that's for me a no-brainer. They are not the most difficult thing to find in Brazil, but it's not like you find them, it's not a base card making a comparison with modern. It's not even comparable, honestly. Now we have Franco Baresi, Panini Calciatore, the rookie for Baresi. I believe there is actually a rarest rookie for Baresi, so this is basically the most common one. Again, an all-time defender. I think everyone knows that at this point. Legend player for AC Milan. PSA 7 seems a decent grade, but without having the pop in front of me, I cannot have a super strong opinion. Now we have a couple of Zicos. There is always two variations for the player. You can see for Socrates you actually see the one that says on the street and the one that says stands in the background, and it's the same thing for Zico. Basically the name changes. This is the trees in the background. It's actually my favorite in terms of eye appealing. I think looks really nice, but there is also another photo in the set for Zico. Guys, let me ask you one thing. If you can leave a like on the stream, thank you so much for that. At the end of the day is the best way to show support. And I will also make a pause just to share with you guys. I have a Patreon community where I put content every week. I thought this week Q&A was an amazing one. We ended up talking about print runs in pre-modern. They are speculative, but there is a couple of informations that I end up sharing with my Patreon members. For example, we actually know the print run for this Ronaldo Bulicao. Seems like it's around 10k, but of course the survival rate is probably very low. I also talk about that. Could be between 10% to 1%, probably more around 1%. I also try to speculate the print run for the sticker and a bunch of other cards, but that will be exclusive content for the Patreon members. Other thing will be my Discord community, so if you are not there, feel free to join. I interact with all the viewers there. I think it's an amazing place to learn and share about the soccer card market, and it's totally free, so there is no reason. Both links are below the video if you want to be a part of the community. Let's continue with this. Now we go back to the market, in this case the Maradona market. We have 79 crack AC Milan Dianos. This was actually a very popular album in Argentina. I believe this is I believe this is just not about football. If anyone knows this can correct me, but I believe there is a lot of pop culture in this album. At one point I was very engaged in the Argentina market. Right now I'm in a moment that I feel like I forget more than I learn, and that's a problem. But I do these lives to also try to engage with you guys and also to be up to the market. All right. So let's keep moving. Now we have the 79 crack Super Football Argentinos Juniors. This is basically almost, in terms of lineage, the continuation of the 77 disc. Tends to be, again, there is condition rarity. True rarity gets a bit more tricky. I would assume is a bit more common even than the 77, but should be similar. Panini Calciatore pack. You guys know the big card on this set is the Maradona 79. Again, 79 Calciatore, right? So this card, BGS, not, in this case not a BGS, a BVG 85. Beautiful card. I still think is probably the rookie that most people recognize for Maradona, even though he's kind of third year. It is what it is, but have the rookie narrative, and I think that's the most important thing. I also love this card. There is other picture for Maradona, in this case with Argentinos Juniors, that I think is a beautiful one on this set. 80 crack, and says crack Desportivos Argentina y del Mundo, and is Maradona number 9. We also have Lautaro Matos, legendary midfielder. I believe the Ballon d'Or team, the FIFA Ballon d'Or team, but there is players that end up not winning Ballon d'Or, end up putting him and Xavi on the midfield. Again, talking from the top of my head, but you guys get the point. He's a very important player, end up winning World Cup in the 90s versus Maradona, actually, in the final. So, crucial player for the pre-modern market, and a player that in the future I also want to do investing in greatness. I see 14 people watching the stream. I don't see you guys liking the stream, and I don't see you guys commenting. So feel free to leave a comment, because I'm always checking the chat. Now we have Ruud Gullit. I don't think this is a rookie, right? 81, yeah, I don't think this is a rookie. I think his rookie is on the 70s, but I'm talking from the top of my head again. Another crucial player for the pre-modern market / vintage market. It depends if you still put 80s on the vintage or not, but he's irrelevant. He's a crucial player for sure. It's kind of funky, the cut, as you can see on the back. Not saying this is fake, by the way. It's actually quite normal. Now we have the Danone card Action Maradona, this case Argentina, but let's be real, the main player there is Maradona. Recently, the Maradona alone have been appearing quite a lot. I actually think it's a beautiful card, but I love stickers with yellow borders, so maybe that's the reason I think it's an amazing card. In terms of rarity, I don't think it's that difficult to find. Hey, Valencia, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. 82, if you guys are not aware, is basically the first Maradona World Cup, so I think there is something important there. PWCC premiere this month has 2 soccer cards, just 2, both modern, very interesting. Oh, really? I guess I can check them, but if you want to share them on the chat, feel free. 84, Rotman's Football International, very, very easy Maradona to find. We have Roberto Baggio. Calciator stickers in general are easy to find, but there is some condition rarity. The 9, of course, is a good grade, but you probably will be surprised by the pop report. 87 is also one of the easiest Maradona. 87, Question of Sport, UK is also one of the easiest Maradonas to find. The photo is actually quite nice, but don't pay a huge premium for them. And they basically appear like this one in every weekly, and like this one also. Now we have Zola, amazing player that I feel like the market should talk a bit more. But yeah, again, maybe there is an opportunity there if you are a fan of him. Love the look of this Maradona sticker with Napoli. Looks really, really nice, but not that difficult to find. Roy Keane, legendary player, by the way. Roy Keane rookie card. This is the closest thing we have to Jean Quax, is this set, the Pro set. There is some condition rarity, but not for a PSA 8. So the cards that are on the PWCC Premiere is Mbappé 2017 Gold Chrome 10, that's a huge card, and Ronaldo Ultra Modern Auto, first time while there is no Pelé, Maradona and Cruyff. No, and I feel like even the PWCC, we are seeing that already, James. I think it's actually quite evident that amazing cards are not appearing that much. Again, is this a temporary thing or not? I cannot predict that, right? But makes me believe that that cycle of almost shock of supply versus demand is already behind us. But who knows? Okay. Not my market at all. This is the true rookie for Fabio Cannavaro, if you guys are not aware. I had this card in the past. I think it's easy to find. Someone gave me a tip on Discord when I got mine that you can actually find the packs for the Euroflash 92, 93 quite easy. So there is a tip for all of you guys also. Any conics this week? Adam, I did not saw them. I don't think so. Rookie Claudio Makelele, another player that I believe the market should talk a bit more, but probably goes into the logic of if we don't even respect that much Kanté, Casemiro, Busquets, would probably, again, Patrick Vieira. So Makelele is probably similar to these guys, but even a tier below, like a player like Busquets or Casemiro. But this rookie, I don't think is that easy to find. Almost anything from France seems a bit scarce unless there is crazy awareness, like we end up seeing on the Panini Foot for Henry and Zidane, but yeah, in general they are tricky to find. Again, talking from my experience. Let me just see the chat. 1 second. Aint seems to be in diamond ends. Aint vintage. Okay, Aint vintage seems to be in diamond ends. No, I mean, makes sense, Robert. Eventually, that stuff would happen because it's also the thing that some people may question. I mean, if the prices are so down, why am I even putting the card on the market? Makes no sense. I would rather keep it. Valencia said, hopefully the Grail cards are moving towards collector's ends versus flippers. No, for sure. And I think that's the case. James says, we haven't seen a Ronaldinho rookie in mounts. During the World Cup, it was once a week. True collectors might finally be holding. No, makes sense, yeah. No, I agree with that. I feel like even Messi rookies, I know you also track that market close, James. I feel like even Messi rookies are not appearing as much. Same with Cristiano Ronaldo, same with other legends like Zidane, Ronaldo, the Brazilian one, of course. So yeah, is good to see and gives me hope that probably the worst is already behind us. When I say the worst, is not that the prices are at the bottom, because that's not the worst. The worst is always that shock of supply, that fear that we feel in the market when we see a card that we thought was rare appearing so much. And Ronaldinho could be a good example of that. All right, now we have. So this is a cool card. Steve McManaman. I remember this guy playing at Real Madrid. I was a big fan of him because of the name, nothing much more than that. Not sure if this is the rookie card or not for him. Seems like it's not the case, as he started in 18-9. But this set, a very important card, at least in my perspective, is the Ryan Giggs card. I think it's a beautiful set. And stayed in club, there is some history, so I kind of like it. Paul Gasconi, I know there is a Gascogni, not sure if I'm saying this correct, but I know there is a lot of fans for him in the soccer card market. One point I end up criticizing not him, but investing in him, and I got some backlash, and I end up learning with that, in the sense that maybe just because I don't like it, other people may find him an important player, or they have some nostalgia related. Now we have Rivaldo, PSA 2. This is more a collector's grade. Well, honestly looks quite nice for a 2. I don't see damage on the back. And the front also looks quite nice. Actually, let's take a look. Not sure what's going on right there. All right, so what's the problem? Okay, maybe there is some damage. Okay, maybe there is, but it is so nice for a 2. I mean, I don't know. Looks really nice for a 2, I have to be honest. Gascoigne. Okay. Pronounced Gascoigne. Okay. Okay, now we have what? Ba, not super relevant. Mendy, not super relevant. So this is not, let's say, a true rookie for Roberto Carlos, but it's actually a difficult card to, in this case, a sticker to find. Probably the awareness, not probably, because of that the awareness is not comparable with the rookie one. But if you are a Roberto Carlos collector, this is a really nice one, and the 6 seems like a nice grade. Same set, Editor Abril. This was a very popular publisher, even in Portugal. I have a lot of what's the name, comics that the Editor Abril ended up being the one releasing them. Later Panini ended up buying them. I'm not sure if already at this time they had the rights for them or not. That I don't know for sure, but I know eventually they end up acquiring Abril. Abril basically is April, if you guys are not aware. Robert said, I will bid on that rival. Seems like a resubmit candidate. No, for sure. I mean, it looks really nice. A player that I was not a huge, but I would say a decent fan when I was a kid was Henrik Larsson. Legendary for me. I thought he was. I still think this type of players they can have some momentum in the future just because of demographics. If you saw him play, for sure you will learn something in your collection for him. At least my opinion. Bebeto, this was the partner in crime with Romário. They ended up winning World Cup in America in '94. And this Romário was the best player, but I thought Bebeto was the second best player. Guardiola, this is not a rookie, but it's probably the first year with Spain. In my perspective, the best coach in the world. I understand this is debatable, but just my 2 cents. Rivaldo, again, not a rookie, but an interesting card for sure. Similar logic with the Roberto Carlos. So this is 95. Okay, they actually look the same in terms of design. But yeah, interesting card for Rivaldo, and again, I don't expect this to go for a lot in the 7, at least in SEC is the top grade. Those cards are also really cool. Franco Baresi and FAP, I really like them. I think they look. I had a couple of them raw in the past, and they look amazing in hand. You have a couple of legends right there: Baresi, Del Piero. I mean, amazing players. Guardiola. So this is the first card with, not the first card, but because I actually believe there is a 90. No, maybe I'm actually saying some BS right now. never mind. But this is one of the first Zidane cards with France. I like it a lot. I mean, Zidane, an all-time great for sure. This card is not crazy rare, but in good grade probably will be difficult to find. Stay away from this. There is a lot of you can find information on these cards. They are probably custom made, and if they are not custom made, they are not from the 95. They are not from 95. So be careful with that. A couple of early cards for Nedved. This is not a true rookie, but they still put rookie. Same logic going for Crespo. Del Piero, another cool card. Look, these designs are really nice. Just one tip for you guys, if you want to find these cards, take a look in Japan. They appear there quite often. Del Piero. So this is Giovanni, but Ronaldo is on the back, right? Yep. Really nice card. It's actually the first season for Ronaldo with Barcelona, but it's Mundichrome, so probably not that difficult to find. Again, guys, if you just started watching the stream, do not forget to leave a like. It means a lot to me and is the best way to show support. Also check both links below the video. Okay. David Beckham celebrating the crazy goal. Really nice card. I know it's Futera, but Futera actually had rights for Manchester United in the 90s. Not only Manchester United, also other teams. So those cards are kind of licensed, but not licensed by the league. That's the difference. May seem like a small thing, but it's actually a huge thing. Navarrete, very easy to find. 97 Copa America, right? Yeah, Copa America. Again, not the type of card I collect, but I actually love the colors on the borders. They look really nice. Same logic going for Rivaldo, but not a market that I track. Yeah, that was a big mistake, not putting Ronaldo on the front. I agree with that. I mean, it's because I actually know that, right, Robert? But I also assume that there will be casual bidders that they see that and they don't recognize the player, so they move on. All right, not a PSA7, a BGS7 France 98 Zinedine Zidane. I love the look of this card. I thought the jersey for France was so nice this year. It's the first World Cup. I have some memories. I don't remember 94, but I remember 98. And yeah, Zidane was ended up becoming the biggest star on the World Cup. The biggest star was Ronaldo, but the way things ended up playing out, Zidane ended up having his moment of glory in the final. All right, so Ruud van Nistelrooy. I don't think this is a rookie sticker, but they also do not put rookie stickers, so is this time with PSV. Lidl striker, Champions League stickers, they are easy to find, to be honest. Same logic should be applied. There is some condition rarity. So this is interesting because this is a real one. Almost feel bad for the person because he ended up grading after the scandal. But you guys automatically see this is a real one because of the print trend. Look at the difference. So clear the rust pattern. This may seem a bit darker, but there is actually two variations for this sticker. There is one that looks, the colors are normal, if that makes sense, and there is another one where the colors are quite darker. And this is the case. I actually believe it's a bit more difficult to find than the normal one, but I mean, come on, this is a beautiful sticker. Looks amazing for a 7.5. I guess the centering was the finger that pulling it down a bit. So I understand that people probably will stay away from this sticker, but I mean, it's real, and because of that, I like it a lot. How are you doing, my friend? Hello. Valencia said, actually watched the video on the 94 World Cup last night. A lot of legacy would be different if Italy won. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's the same thing as you telling me that if Zidane never ended up doing what he did in 2006 and he wins the World Cup, he probably also wins the Ballon d'Or, and probably Zidane will be around Maradona level, and he's not. So, yeah, sometimes it's just a game that changes. And in 94, again, imagine if Baggio ended up winning. It is what it is, right? Seller should have cracked the Ronaldo out, I think. I mean, yeah, we'll see how this does. I think my lives, at least, they bring some awareness. This is a real one. Not that you should trust me blind. If you don't believe it's a real one, don't buy it. I believe it's a real one. But I understand. I mean, the sentiment about BGS is so bad that it is what it is, honestly. Rookie for Arjen Robben. There is also a sticker. Robben is or was one of my favorite players. I played with this guy a lot in FIFA, so I also have memories because of that. So fast, his left foot was a piece of art. So this is the first year with Ronaldo at Manchester United, but this is a Steven Gerrard PSA 10. I mean, this is not an easy grade by any means. Don't think this is a real auto, by the way. This is just a facsimile, a fake auto, if you want to put in those terms. Beautiful card for Zidane, not that difficult to find. Rookie card for, in this case, mega features for David Villa, little striker, one of my favorite strikers ever for Barcelona. I know the market does not talk a lot about him, but this guy was unstoppable at one point in time. He also ended up being quite good in Valencia. André, do you agree that during the bear market, Ronaldo Nazário, Ronaldinho, Zidane, and those pre-modern legends have maintained better value than most modern players? It depends, right? I need examples of modern players, but I think so. I actually think if you put in perspective how bad macroeconomics have been in the last 12 months, 24 months, I feel like our market did very well. Talking about pre-modern, since these channels focus a bit more in pre-modern. So I would agree with you in that sentiment. Another part of the BGS problem is the waves in the slab. Can tell from scans. I saw Ronaldo BGS 9 in person that was so waved. I could not buy it. Scared me of scans for BGS. Yeah, no, there is also that for sure. Not ideal, but yeah. Now we have, again, so I was talking about the Arjen Robben sticker rookie. This is the rookie. In terms of lineage, I suspect most people like this one a bit more than the card. I think both are nice. Football, for sure, I have some history in the hobby. 5.5, okay. That's great, but you can see there is some damage on this one. 2004, 2005, Panini Football, Cristiano Ronaldo. This is not an easy sticker to find by any means, but this grade is also not fantastic and is also a BGS slab. But beautiful sticker for Cristiano Ronaldo. And yeah. Now we have a BGS 6 Panini Paixão. I was looking at the pop reports for these stickers since I feel like they're appearing a lot in the market. But it's another case that pop reports are still fairly low for them. They've been appearing too much, but eventually, again, at least my perspective, if they go to collector's end, and that's always that's what we should hope to be honest, they will not appear in the market that often. And I feel like this is one of the most beautiful Ronaldo cards with Portugal. Same logic with this one. So fun story about this card is the reason this is blue and white was basically the old flag in Portugal, very, very old, ended up being white and blue, and this was basically some type of what's the word? Not this word, but let's say celebration. But yeah, beautiful cards, PSA 6. Those stickers, they tend to grade bad, especially because of the centering. David said, if you only had to collect one player, who would it be? Apart from Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Pelé, and Diego. Okay, so if I had to collect one player, and I know I'm not answering direct to your question, would be Messi 100%. If I could not collect, and now trying to answer your question, probably Ronaldinho. I mean, but it's difficult. I like Ronaldinho a lot. I have amazing memories with Ronaldinho, but I also like Ronaldo, the Brazilian one, I also like Zidane. He's probably around the names you are expecting. Ronaldo, Zidane, Ronaldinho, Iniesta and Xavi, also very strong contenders, to be totally honest with you. Xavi for me. No, yeah, Xavi is also, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Iniesta, just because I think Iniesta have a bit better modern product, and I already have a really nice card for him in Chrome. And I think Iniesta is all-time great. So there is a lot of options, but Xavi and Iniesta for sure will be in my top choices. Similar with Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Zidane. Even in vintage, I think Cruyff is an amazing player to collect. I think Bobby Charlton could be an amazing player to collect. I mean, the thing about soccer is there is something to everyone, I feel like. Do you think Maradona cards are overvalued? Do you think Maradona cards are overall undervalued right now? If Maradona market don't succeed in the long run, who will? Maradona is more than a player to many people around the world. No, I feel that, but I've been talking about that for so long, and I feel like his market is still soft. But yeah, I really feel that the gap between Maradona and Pelé should not be that big. But at this point, I can be wrong, and that's it. But yeah, I feel like Maradona is so huge that the Maradona cards, they feel a bit undervalued. Also, if you look, no financial advice, of course, but also if you look at the GOAT market, you can clearly see one thing that two guys have a lot of cards graded. I'm talking about Pelé and Messi. Messi even more, of course. Cristiano Ronaldo talking more about early cards, of course, because if you put modern cards, Ronaldo have a lot. Cristiano Ronaldo is actually very low in terms of supply when you put in perspective. But for example, Maradona is lower than all the other guys. So buy when no one is paying attention. Okay, Maradona is undervalued when you consider his greatness, but his awareness in the US is very low compared to Pelé. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the reasons for sure. I think I'm sorry, guys. I think Pelé having playing in America was huge for his market, and at this point the narrative is very strong for Pelé. But I like Maradona more, for example. I think, but I like that type of player more. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Messi, of course. Not of course, but makes sense for me to be also a huge fan of Maradona, since they are quite similar as a player, at least in terms of play style. Of course, Messi ended up winning much more than Maradona, but yeah. I still think there is a debate between Maradona and Messi in Argentina. I think probably around the world, most people would put Messi above Maradona, and makes sense. I mean, but for Argentinians, I'm not sure about that. I think that will change over time as soccer grows in the US, just my opinion. I actually think that will change over time. By the way, you could be totally correct on that, but I think that will change over time, especially when soccer grows outside of US. I think with more European collectors, I almost have no doubt about this take. I think Maradona is bigger than Pelé in Europe, and makes also sense to be that way. And if the European market grows, I think Maradona can also follow that logic. But I also think Cruyff could follow that logic. Beckenbauer could follow that logic. By the way, guys, I actually recorded a video for Beckenbauer if you guys are not aware. Well, let's continue with this. Again, I'm seeing almost 20 people watching the stream. If you are watching the stream, please do not forget to leave a like. Also, check links below the video. I have a Discord server and a Patreon community where I put content every week. Both links below the video. But again, leaving a like on the stream is very, very easy and free, so please consider that. Okay, now we start entering the rookie material for Lionel Messi, and we start with the Campione, the Spanish version for Lionel Messi. So Valencia says, I'm biased, but I still think Kempes as an argument as the best. No chance, my friend. But okay, that's fine. I'm sorry. I mean, no chance for me, but you can think whatever you want. Talking international achievement only. I mean, but no one cares about Kempes in general. I'm going to be honest. Look, if I go to the street in Portugal and I ask, do you guys know Maradona? I mean, most people will know. Kempes is almost a name that, what is that? But yeah, I mean, I know Kempes because I know the history of football and I'm very engaged in the market. But I feel like other people, there is almost no chance that that's the case. But he was a great player, don't get me wrong. And winning 78 was huge for him. But yeah, I still think there is a huge. I mean, it's not comparable, being honest with you. Maradona is up there, Kempes is right there, So this card is probably one of my favorite rookies. Not probably, it's one of my favorite rookies for Messi. I love the typical photo, the headshot, the portrait. I was talking about this card on Patreon, so again, another shameless promotion for my Patreon community, but I got a question related with do I think the gap between the PSA 9s and the PSA 8s is too huge? And actually the short answer is yes, but I also end up noticing that the market is not super optimized in mid grades, lower grades, so not sure how well this card will do or not, but I actually saw some value in grades like 8, grades like 7. But again, our market is very top heavy, so there is that. But I guess if you want to see more, and I know there is a lot of Patreon members watching the live, full explanation there. And there's Iniesta first sticker at Champions League level, if I'm not mistaken. This is a very popular set because of the Ronaldo and the Messi card. Again, Iniesta, when everything is done, we may look at this generation and put Iniesta as the third best player. I don't think that's crazy at all. Even though Ronaldo and Messi are playing in two generations, that things get more debatable. You may not even consider, for example, Neymar part of the Iniesta generation. So very debatable, but an all-time great for sure, and will forever be remembered by Spanish collectors. I love portrait cards, yeah. 2005 Panini Champions League Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I like this sticker for one reason. It's not that easy to find, at least I don't find that easy, Ibrahimovic cards with Juventus. And yeah, there is something cool about that. And Ibrahimovic, what an icon, if you ask me. I see some people talking bad about Ibrahimovic. I don't get that, my friends. I have to be honest. Ibrahimovic never won the Champions League. Okay, never won World Cup. I mean, with Sweden, let's be real, quite difficult. But I mean, don't you guys think this guy is huge for us? I'm talking, forget the vintage market, for us, as a person that enjoys football. I mean, does not get much more iconic than Ibrahimovic when you think about his career, and I love him. And to be fair, I don't even collect Ibrahimovic that much, but I really like him. This card is an example, of course. His rookies is a grail card in pre-modern. You also have other really nice stuff for him. So I was talking about this, the Ronaldo sticker. I like this a bit more than the Messi one, just for one reason. I feel like Ronaldo cards in 2005 are probably a bit more scarce in our market than Messi cards, and Ronaldo is Mr. Champions League, so there is that. Ibris is an icon, yeah. No, but nowadays there is a narrative that I don't agree at all, that history will not be kind with him. I mean, maybe not, to be honest. We cannot predict that type of stuff, but I will remember Ibrahimovic forever, at least. The main factor that gives value to a card is demand. I mean, yeah. I mean, you are correct on that. There are very unique cards that are worth nothing because no one is looking for them, for sure. And there are very common cards that are worth a lot because everyone is looking for them. I mean, yeah, rarity is not the only thing by any means. I've been talking about that for so long. I feel, especially nowadays, I feel so much more comfortable buying iconic cards than real rare cards. And some people will completely disagree with me on that. They think, you know what, you need to buy the 1 of 10. That's where the value is. I'm not so sure about that. I think cards like this, probably a PSA 5 is a very low grade, I have to be honest. But cards like this, I really believe they can perform very well in our market. The demand has to come for a reason, though many factors affect demand. Yeah, no, it's a complex topic. We are talking for fun at the end of the day, but this is a very serious discussion. So guys, again, don't forget, I see more people joining the live. If you are joining right now, leave the like. When Rune, Kaká, a POG for Messi. I guess if you collect the Maradona POG, this is also a nice card to put together. You have the rookie POG for Messi. This is a joke, of course, he's not a rookie, but at least there is something there comparing with the Maradona rookie. PSA 10 Karim Benzema. This guy is playing like a monster again. Low-key, Benzema is, who knows, maybe in the contention for Ballon d'Or again. He's playing like a madman. And this is something I've been telling a lot of you guys, that they, for some reason, they don't understand, that they think Mbappe and Haaland, they are the next. Guys, there is a problem. Yes, maybe Messi and Ronaldo do not win Ballon d'Or anymore. This year, I guess Messi have a chance, but let's say in the next 2-3 years. But Haaland and Mbappe, they have a problem with the name Benzema, with the name Lewandowski, that they are still playing at top level and they are probably the best players in the world. Lewandowski this season probably not, but Benzema, this guy is playing like a nightmare. It's crazy. Okay, a couple of Cristiano Ronaldo cards. I already said this a couple of times on stream. These cards in end, they look actually quite nice. 6 is a low grade, 8 is more a common grade, but you probably need to target something a bit more special for them, talking about the PSA 9 and the PSA 10. So a player that retired recently, Mesut Ozil, another player that I find so funny, that when a player retires, they tend to overrate the career a bit. Ozil was great, don't get me wrong, but I saw people comparing him with Iniesta, with Modric, and that's when people completely lose me, I think he's an important player, but not comparable. Panini Mega Cracks 2006 Lionel Messi, BGS 8.5, not a bad grade, beautiful card if you are in the Messi market, especially if you want to collect all the Messi Mega Cracks. Fabio Cannavaro, Ballon d'Or winner in 2006. These ultra cards, I don't think they are that easy to find and they seem quite difficult to grade, and Cannavaro around this time was one of the most important players in the world. Benzema winning the Ballon d'Or was Messi for his legacy, 100%, makes him more investable than ever in my opinion. That's relative, my friend, because it depends, right? If you compare the rookie market, knowing that the history around the rookie for Ibrahimovic, I don't see, for example, the Panini Food getting close. Can the McDonald's or the WCCF English card one day, because of the strong rarity, get close? Maybe, but there is one difference, and it's a huge difference, is that if you want the Ibrahimovic rookie, you have one. I understand you have rare options for the Benzema rookie market, but you also have very common ones, like the WCCF card, like the Panini Food, and that alone puts some pressure in the Benzema market. Okay, that's an amazing card. Back is not even looking that great, to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of white spots. This is my favorite rookie for Neymar. I also think the other card is nice, but this one looks a bit more clean for me. Neymar, again, I think is an all-time great for my generation. There is a lot of hate for him. I don't get it. I think he's a player that is very rare nowadays to see. He's a player that tries to play the joga bonito, the beautiful football. And as a fan, I appreciate him because of that. I also don't agree with a couple of things that he does outside of the pitch. But, I'm a human. I also have huge flaws, so I should not be judging him. Cristiano Ronaldo PSA 9 SS sticker. This is the first year at Real Madrid. This is actually the presentation in Bernabeu. Beautiful sticker, not that difficult to find. Probably there is some condition rarity, but right now I feel like you probably can buy them raw, very cheap, but even graded, I suspect those cards does not go for a lot. So I believe this is Azpilicueta. No, this is not rookie, right? No, it's not who you can see on the back. I was saying I believe this was Azpilicueta rookie. I would say, I don't think it's unfair to say this is a legend for Chelsea at this point. Not the best player in the world, being honest with you, but he's ended up making a couple of good seasons. And this set is a beautiful set, so there is that. Jordan Anderson, I don't think he's super relevant. Coutinho, not super relevant. Beautiful card for Cristiano Ronaldo, PSA 7, not the best grade by any means. At least he's a 7. I actually prefer this being a 7 than an 8 because of the CR7 legacy. But to be fair, this was CR9, so not even that is going for this card. Thomas said, Andre, what's the best opinion for Kroos in your opinion, since the rookie is super common? Prism 2016, Treble, or Prism 2018? Great question. Probably Treble, because of I think... okay, so that's a great question, but a difficult one. But I think Treble for one reason. No, for multiple reasons. One is For sure, Kroos is a legend with Germany. I mean, end up winning World Cup and up playing very well. But I think winning so many Champions League with Real Madrid puts him in a different level, So let's forget, again, the rookie material is not great, but when you think about Kroos, man, a nice Real Madrid card for him sounds right? I think you agree with me. A nice gold, a nice, even a purple if he's a PSA 9, PSA 10 out of 49. I think that sounds really, really nice for him. That's another great point, James. The treble Real Madrid colors match so well. And I think it's the most beautiful card, especially the ones you end up mentioning. I think, again, there is other options if you can spend a bit more. And to be fair, maybe not that much more since his market still seems fairly unexplored. But you have Flawless, right? So there is also that. I bought a couple of Benzema Mega Cracks inserts recently, some insert as that Ronaldo. Oh, I love this insert. I mean, those cards, I also think scans don't do justice for these cards. In the end, they look really, really nice. Still, I'm thinking about getting back, and at one point, me and James is on the chat, end up collecting them. I'm thinking about getting back to them and starting go for top grades for Cristiano Ronaldo now. I already have for Messi, but makes sense for sure. No, yeah. Is an interesting topic, honestly, because I also think you can make an argument that the Prism, maybe collectors will like that more. So it's not something that I'm totally sure that Treble will be the best for the options you gave me. But yeah, I also think, again, Flawless, Eminence, those sets you also have to have in consideration. Okay, Mega Cracks, Lionel Messi, BGS 9. Again, similar logic with the BGS 8 we saw. If you want to collect all the Messi stuff, this is a nice card to have. What's crazy that Kroos' first top scrum is 2021. I mean, it's almost same as Ibrahimovic. To be fair, it's crazy for Kroos because Kroos always played at top level since top scrum started releasing. Not the case for Ibrahimovic, but Ibrahimovic also have the first Chrome card recently, right? I don't think that narrative is crazy, by the way. Okay, Lionel Messi 8.5, the metal card in 2010. Beautiful cards. I think they look quite nice. Ooh, this corner is actually looking tough. These cards are down, but if you are a Messi collector, I think they are... yikes. Yeah, it is what it is. Not yikes, I mean, still a beautiful card. Which pre-modern player do you think will make the biggest impact in the market in the next 4 years? Messi, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure if that's the answer you want. I mean, you may want another player, right? Because, yeah, the answer will be Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, but probably Messi. Sergio Aguero, one of the best friends for Messi. Because of that, I'm thinking about collecting him. Jokes. Ozil made a great World Cup in 2010, by the way. Actually, I remember started paying more attention to Ozil around that time. Thierry Henry, there was a lot of controversial with France going to that World Cup. You guys probably don't remember, but Thierry Henry ended up scoring a goal with the end versus Ireland. Besides CR7 and Messi. Yeah, I suspected you end up your question was more around that. So I guess you know this. I probably will be wrong with my take right now, but I feel like players like Ronaldo, Zidane, Ronaldinho, they will grow a lot for sure. But I actually feel like players of this generation, they also have a strong case to grow a lot, especially because demographics are even stronger than the names I end up sharing with you. So if I had to pick one player, okay, I will be a bit controversial on this one. I may go Thomas Muller. I will give you 4, okay? Thomas Muller, that guy, his career is so insane that people sooner or later will realize that. Thomas Muller, Luka Modric for sure. Lewandowski and Benzema. I'm going with those 4. If I had to pick one, maybe Modric. So I'm not sure if you agree or not, but yeah. Ronaldinho is probably the most iconic pre-modern player. Not talking, I probably agree with that. I think Ronaldinho, people still do not, especially because we still have a very American market. But the impact Ronaldinho ended up having for Europeans is something that is almost difficult to explain. Not only for Europeans, by the way, also South Americans, of course. But again, talking for people that interact with the market, I think we have more Europeans. It will be whoever retires and gets headlines. It's hard for non-native players to pop because they don't generate headlines to stay on top of mind. No FOMO. Interesting takes, thanks. So the thing with this take that James ended up putting on the chat is I agree and I disagree a bit. Because you may not remember this, James. Then when Zidane was at the end of his career, and I remember that well, I think history ended up being super kind with Zidane. You know, I thought at the time was quite clear that Ronaldo was ahead of Zidane, you know. And Zidane had very, very bad performance at Real Madrid. People forget that because nowadays we remember the good stuff. But Zidane at club level was really good, but Modric is better than him at club level. He honestly is not even comparable. And I think like players like Modric, Thomas Muller, the history will be kind to them. I really feel that. For me, at Ronaldo, just ahead of Ronaldinho for iconic status. I mean, you're probably right. I feel like there is more Ronaldo collectors than Ronaldinho. I like Ronaldinho more, but I agree with you. David said, do you know someone who expected the rise of first Chrome and trebles before it was popular? I mean, Chrome and trebles, we have to make a huge difference right there, automatic. Because, look, I know one of the reasons trebles end up increasing a good amount was one of my videos. I don't think it's the only reason, of course. But Chrome, I think the narrative is almost a self, prophecy, if that makes sense. I mean, it's the first Chrome, of course. Those cards will eventually become relevant. Treble is a more random set. So because of that, yeah, there was people that was aware of the treble explosion, me being one of them. Chrome, I think, is a bit different. The advantage nowadays is that we have YouTube, for sure. We can watch a lot of more pre-modern players that we can of Pelé or vintage players. Totally agree with you. I think this will affect demand for them. No, I agree. I think our market is very, very not optimized at all. Not that I think the Pelé market should not be relevant. Pelé is a legend, of course. But I also think demographics will play out very, very well. So, Rovira, I will call you Rovira. I don't think you take that wrong, right? So, for example, in Pokemon nowadays, something really interesting is that modern is starting to outperform vintage. And I think it's a bit of a bubble, being honest with you. But there is also a lot of people saying, yeah, demographics are playing out. And you will see something like that in soccer. Not sure if, how it will be. But demographics are something huge. No one saw the rise of those products coming, or soccer in general. Look at 2018 prices. It's crazy how cheap they are. No, yeah, if you have a really macro perspective, in 2014, Prism was not expensive. But I'm saying when our market exploded, I feel like Chrome narrative was already there. Maybe end up increasing, but was already there. First rule of Travel Club, don't talk about travel. Yeah, it's a great movie, Fight Club, right? Valencia said, Ronaldinho is actually pretty well known in the US. Okay, he had a lot of commotion in the early 2000s. Okay, that's good information. I did not know that. So, guys, if you are watching the stream if you end up joining the stream recently, do not forget to leave a like. Let's keep moving. Buffon, PSA 10, beautiful card. Balotelli, man, this guy could have been such an amazing player. The GOAT for Americans. Okay, rookie card for, in this case, rookie sticker for Yang Min Sun. I think he's an amazing player, but so see, this is the type of player that I'm not sure if history will be kind with him. I think history will be amazing with Modric. Not sure about. Not because he's amazing, but no trophies similar to Kane. It gets difficult long run. Nostalgia is very strong with soccer. I agree. I think stronger of millions of people than any other sport of entertainment. I don't know how to judge that because I have a very European vision, But yeah, add to that the investment side of cars that there is a lot of potential. No, I mean I agree. I mean my channel is all about that. Cristiano Ronaldo insert with Mega Cracks, beautiful card, Mega Euros. I actually find this one fairly difficult to find and fairly difficult to grade. This is not foil, so be careful. You may buy this one thinking you are buying, I say, a refractor on Mega Cracks. Is not the case, so not foil. Neymar first prism auto. Not my market, but maybe something you guys want to explore. Bernardo Silva, amazing player by the way. Foot rookie sticker with Monaco. You guys may not remember, but at one point they had Falcão, Bernardo Silva, Mbappé. I mean, what a team, right? Okay. Refractor for beautiful card by the way. Refractor for Iniesta. I'm starting enjoying the look of refractors a bit more. The silvers. I guess you guys call these silvers, right? Because it looks clean. I know it's not numbered, but I actually like the look. But Kane will have all the England goal records. The numbers will mean something. English may still win something like the Euro. Yeah, I kind of disagree with that, Robert. I don't know. I mean, I see your point, but does anyone put Kane ahead of Rooney, for example? Because I don't. I think Rooney was a much, much better player. Maybe not better stats. I know he's actually he already surpassed Rooney with the English goals, right, in the England team. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, honestly. Panini Prism Auto for Samuel Eto'o. Talking about a great striker, Samuel Eto'o was an amazing one. I like these autos. I think they are some of the first autos for a lot of legends. So there is that. Insert World Cup stars for Lionel Messi. I think it's cool that they end up using the same photo as the base card. So this is a really nice alternative out of 99. So not an easy card to find. And there is some conditional rarity, most likely. An 8, maybe not. But if it was a 9, for sure that there will be. Because as you can see, there is 9s, 8s. Cristiano Ronaldo insert, beautiful card. I love this run one. I think it's one of the easiest ones to find, being totally honest with you. Do not pay stupid amounts of money for this, otherwise you will regret most likely. But it's a really nice card. And even with black is something you don't see every day at Real Madrid. They are adding cards because we are going back. Pogba, blue prism, nice card. But I don't think history will be amazing with Pogba again. This is a huge card. Lionel Messi variations, gold variations, because there is another photo for Messi in this set. 10 of 10, also jersey number, BGS population, 1 of 3, non-graded iron. This is a big card. And this is a beautiful one. I actually like this kit a lot for Messi with Argentina. Even the photo I think is nice. Okay, you keep moving. Oh, this is a numbered card actually. Numbered because of the print run, right? But where's US? This is a big card if you are a Lewandowski collector. Neuer. No, Neuer, not Neuer. Neuer is the goalkeeper. Noir. Really nice card actually. He's also with Bayern Munich. Really nice card. Condition is not perfect, but I mean, such a nice card is, only 10 in the world. So, have you seen the new film about Lewandowski? No. Javier said, I just joined your Patreon, looking forward to it. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Welcome to the community. You have a lot of content there to watch. Means a lot, really. Because again, I put a lot of hours into this, so every time I see, it's not even the money I get from the Patreon, even though it's not irrelevant, but it's more because I see people actually, sharing the same sharing some values with me almost, you know, that they see some value on my work. Okay. Suarez, okay. Camo. So I was giving you a couple of names. I think Suarez could be also on that list. I actually would say one thing. When we look, I think there is three strikers of this generation that are above all the others: Suarez, Benzema, and Lewandowski. Ibrahimovic, I separe him a bit. I think he's almost a different generation. When you look back, I think they will be all close, but I feel like right now the market is putting a premium, and kind of makes sense, on Lewandowski cards and Benzema cards. Because of that, there is a good chance Suarez is a better buy of all the other of all of these three. Do I know this for sure? No. I mean, this is just my feeling about the market, but I really have that feeling, because when I'm okay, you buy a Benzema card, if Benzema keeps winning, good chance Benzema will perform well for you. You buy a Lewandowski card, similar logic. Suarez playing in Brazil is more difficult at this point. But in 10 years, in 10 years, when none of them are playing anymore, I think Suarez have great potential, and they will probably be close. So if Suarez is cheaper nowadays, maybe there is some value there. Ooh, I never saw this card. Okay. Don't know a lot about this set. I mean, Showcase, I actually know, I'm lying, but I did not know about this card. I think Sergio Ramos will gain over time as arguably the best defender of his generation. No, 100%. I mean, I don't think he's close, honestly, Robert. What's the best defender of this generation? I mean, he's not close. Who is the second? Puyol, Piqué, amazing also, by the way. Puyol and Piqué, I thought ended up being amazing players, but they seem a bit not comparable, honest. I think performance is priced in on guys like Lewandowski and Benzema, for sure. Suarez doesn't have that going on here. No, if Suarez was playing in the level like them, I think maybe Suarez even will be a bit more expensive, because Suarez's career in terms of stats is bananas. Rams may be close to Maldini in relevance long run. I agree. Yeah, I think the top 5, top 4 is actually quite easy for defenders. Baresi for sure, Maldini for sure, Beckenbauer probably the best, Sergio Ramos. And after that gets a bit more debatable. I guess you can put guys like Nesta. Yeah, if you go for full backs, of course, Alves, Cafu, Roberto Carlos, they make the list 100%, even maybe Marcel. So James, this is when we need you. This is a one-card auto for Griezmann. So I saw Valencia talking about the history around the World Cup '94, that if certain things end up happening, how different the history will be, right? I think Griezmann goes into that logic. Imagine if Griezmann end up winning this World Cup, 2 World Cups for Griezmann, being the best player in my perspective for France. I know people got crazy about Mbappé in the last game, and Mbappé was the best player on the field, but until then I thought this guy was the best player on the tournament for France. The best player for me was Messi. I have the same for Neuer. Ooh, that's a nice card for Neuer, Thomas. Ooh, that's a really nice card, I mean. No, I like it. Do you think Messi is coming back for Barca? Okay, do I think? Man, that's a tough question. Do I want that 100%? You know, so I guess that's the best answer. I'm not sure, but I really want that. I think that will be such an amazing way to end his career. Yes, on card out, lots of modern people like that subset for So there is Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi autos on this set. Autos on card, of course. Do you think second year UCL top scrum is undervalued compared to the first year of top scrum? First year is special, yeah, but cards from Messi and Ronaldo are so far away of their rookie year. Just positive. You probably are into something there. I think you are making a good point that they are not rookies, but that also makes the narrative even weaker for second year, because the bad logic applies for the first year and the second year, but at least the first year is the first year. I'm not sure if I'm explaining myself that well. And honestly, I was watching a Messi Orange. I thought went for a lot of money in PWCC. Was close to 1K, right? And that seems a lot for a second year. But again, he's out of 25. Those cards don't appear a lot, so there is that. Agree with James. Suarez' performance went down from 2021, just at the moment when the market was rising. Yeah, for sure. Neymar, Pulisic, a few others in that set. Okay. CR7 too, I think. All right. Agree, no Messi. All right. Okay, so let's continue, guys. But great chat, like always. To be honest, if you are watching the stream, do not forget to leave a like. Di Maria card. This card was mine at one point in time, by the way. At least I believe this card was mine. Beautiful card. I like Di Maria a lot. I think Di Maria is another player that history will be kind to him. Green refractor for James Rodriguez. Another player that ended up promising a lot. Really nice card. I love the green chrome and also good grade. But yeah, the player probably not super relevant. Similar to Sané, he's playing well at Bayern Munich, but I also think the market is not there for him. At 10 is always cool to see. Population 1 of 1, of course, most of them are graded at PSA, if I had to guess. Another player that ended up promising a lot, Aubameyang, but yeah, his career ended up not playing the way we expected. I think this is a bit different. I think Salah, in terms of career, is already a legend, ended up winning Champions League, Premier League, also being crucial, being at one point in time probably the best player in the world. Seems like his career is in a downtrend now, but he's still fairly young, so maybe there is a comeback for him. Looks nice. This card in the red, by the way, is a sick card. Market would love James Rodriguez if he appeared now. Oh yeah, 100%. The rule of thumb I use is I see first year cards should be 12 to 15x the price of second year. Oof. That seems a huge premium. I'm not saying you are wrong, but man, 12x is a lot, right? 15x is a lot. All right, let's continue. Well, a lot of top scrum actually this auction. Arnold, good player, but again, still too early to call him a legend. Pogba, I mean, sick card, but again, not sure if history will be kind to Pogba. This is one of the inserts in the top scrum. I like it, Lightning Strike. I like the other insert a bit more, to be honest, but I also had this one in the past. I like it. It's a cool card. Looks much better in hand again. The foil is quite different than the way you are seeing right there in the scan. Oh man, I have half of auction to go. What's going on? I'm already in 2018. Okay. I mean, he's playing very well again, Vinicius Jr. Again, not a lot of rookies, especially numbered, but Optic is probably one of the best options if you want a nice card for him. You can look at 52 Mantle versus 53, 79 Grazie versus 80 Grazie, many other examples. Okay, but that's rookies, right? I guess you said first year cards, but rookie, I agree. But first year card is not exactly the same thing, you know? Because the narrative is the first Chrome, the second Chrome, I think is different. Golden Ball 2023, Haaland, Mbappé, Messi. Let's see if you get it right. Mbappé, no chance. Haaland still have a chance, because if he wins the Champions League carrying the team, I think there will be a big campaign for Haaland to win. I also feel like people are tired of Messi winning, honestly. But I still think Messi is the favorite, so I would say Messi, but I can see Haaland winning. Mbappe, I don't think so. I actually think you can put a guy like Benzema in the favorites, honestly. Maybe even Vinicius Junior, a contender. I don't think Vinicius will win, but Mbappe, I really don't think Mbappe, without Champions League, is done, you know. Because we know that Mbappe loses to Messi if the point will be the World Cup. That's the only reason I'm saying Mbappe no chance. "2018 Top Scrum." Nice labeling, by the way. This is a big card, as you guys can expect. So I'm curious to know your opinion, guys. What card? Okay, let's go back. Actually, everyone in chat. What's going on? I guess I will do it in the end. Okay, well, let's move on. Ooh, nice auto, by the way. But I will go back to that card. This was a big card 2 years ago. Right now, not as big, but this was a really amazing card. It's basically one of the best options if you want to enter the Sancho rookie market. This will be even a bigger card. Kind of curious to see how far they go, because I don't think Sancho will play out that well. I love this insert in second year Top Scrum, Superstar Sensations. The splash on the background is really nice. I have a Ronaldo, I have a Messi, so I may try to go for this one. Haaland auto, rookie year, rookie year, I guess. Rookie season is a better way to put. 2 years late, yeah. I agree, David. If City don't win Bayern, Messi will win it. I also think that you are spot on that. Unless, okay, actually no. Unless Napoli somehow wins the Champions League with Osimhen carrying the team. I think there is something that could be said for him. Very unlikely, but I think something can be said if that happens. Because Osimhen can still be the top goal scorer in Europe, so there is that also. Okay, we keep moving. Nothing too crazy right there. Cool card for Vinicius Junior. PSA 10. Again, is a numbered card, not the best numbered card, but it's still a numbered card. Looks nice, actually. With Real Madrid goes nice with cards. There is something that I've been noticing. Those Sapphire cards, they look really nice, right? I know this is not numbered, but even this blue looks so nice on the back. Great photo for Mbappe, I have to say it. Andrea, do you think first MIA Chrome will be a thing? Match Attacks Chrome will be a thing. Really difficult question, Thomas. Ask me that on Patreon again, because it's a topic that I would not mind to explore a bit more. To explore is me putting time into doing research on that topic, because I think so, but I have to study that, you know. And by the way, you are a Patreon member, so it's not like I'm not trying to answer you. It's just that I would love to give a better answer, you know. I feel like if I give you my short answer right now, I could be wrong. Goes really well with the kit for Barcelona because the blue looks so nice. Again, I'm not buying this type of stuff. I'm just saying they look nice. This Top Scrum Sapphire Edition is honestly growing up on me. I have to say it, because they really seem like amazing cards to have in hand. I never had them in hand, but good idea. I will open the topic probably in a couple of the question stuff in a couple of days. So Alan said, first of all, how are you doing, my friend? Hey, I bought the R9 PSA1 rookie from Market Talk 7. I don't remember that, but I actually, I believe I know what rookie you are talking about. You said it could be a PSA2, PSA2 or 2.5 if you submit the card again. What would you recommend? Keep the PSA1 or resubmit? I think you can resubmit. I mean, nowadays it's so easy to do it, right? The backlog is not with us anymore. So you send to PSA, someone was talking about this, I believe it was James, that nowadays PSA is turning cards around in 1 month, right? So it's cheap, 1 month, why not give it a try? But if you are not selling, it's also fine to keep in a PSA1. I personally don't like the first Chrome or Prism, I would say first Prism narrative, because this might not even be the sets in 10 years. Valencia, you are correct on that, but in the other end, you also need to play with some mods, you know. Topps Chrome has been a staple of not the soccer card market, I guess on that you are correct, but in sports cards is such an important brand. Why would Fanatics not try to push that? For me, makes honestly very little sense. Can a different brand appear and completely dominate the market? Yes, but I find it difficult. In baseball, first year Sapphire is a huge deal, yeah, but it's also extremely short print, yeah. No, and even in soccer, I feel like it's much more difficult to see Sapphire for sale, even numbered cards, than regular Topps Chrome. I mean, I hope you guys don't take this the wrong way, because I'm not even the most fit person. But this Messi looks quite fat on this photo. Am I crazy about that? It looks a bit chubby. I mean, love Messi, all good, but this is a nice card, right, for Reine if you are in his market. So many Pedris. Buy this raw is the best option. Okay, guys, should I go until the end of the auction? I don't think we'll see anything that crazy anymore, right? A lot of this stuff I could not care less. So. By SEC breaks 11s into PSA stonks. Almost seems like, to be honest. Especially the premium for PSA is so huge nowadays that I would not only SEC, even there is a lot of amazing BGS stuff. I know we all late on BGS nowadays, but See, this is a bit boring for me. I'm not finding anything that I want. Messi has some bad photos out there. The 2000 Mega Galaxy is bad. No, yeah, the 2005 is bad. Honestly, I kind of like it now because of how bad the photo is. You know, is that type of thing that is so bad that is actually good. Really, really nice cards for Modric. Not in terms of investing, but I'm saying the colors match actually. That really, really nice. Out of 25, so yeah, beautiful card actually. Pibe Valderrama, probably the best Colombian player ever. Really nice card again. Same for. Yeah, I think we are done for today, but there is something I still want to do. So let's check another one, another page. Maybe there is some crazy Ronaldo or Messi that I will miss it if I don't take a look. I don't think so, right? Oh man, we start with the Leaf stuff. Yeah, skip that. Okay. I guess I can finish. I mean, 2 pages. Why not? Yeah, this is the type of set. Look, I also think this shows a lot of the psychology, and most people will realize this in the future in the soccer card market. You automatically skip a lot of modern product nowadays because everything is the same. Everything is or not that, okay, not that everything is the same, but you know, there will be more and more and more and more, and you really need special cards, that you need special sets, better saying, that could stand the test of time. So I was looking at the top scrum, the prism stuff, and I stopped it right there because those cards are special. Napoli about to play, crazy, they are going to win the first league since Maradona, yeah, crazy. I have to go also because Benfica is already playing 2 minutes versus Porto, and I want to see that game. There are no bad photos, only bad football photographers, yeah. So guys, one thing that I actually want to know your opinion is this. Okay. I guess, yeah, okay. So ignore this one, no one cares about this one. What card would you rather have? Let's say they are 4K, 5K, I have no idea. What card would you rather have, this or this? Press 1 for select gold, press 2 for chrome gold. I'm really curious to know the opinion on this one. If this was out of 10, I don't think we'll be close, to be honest. But the rarity is different. So 1 for this, 2 for this. I know there is a bit of delay on the stream, but again, 1, 2. Just for me to have an idea. So 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. The 2017 and it will sell for a lot more. Yeah, I also believe that, James. So James said this, and I think it's an interesting comment. This will sell for more than this, and I also think that will be the case. Ovira said 2, Thomas said 2, Diemer said 1. So Diemer, could you explain? Nicholas said 2, Andre said 2, Robert 1, and Robert, also explain your thoughts, please. Oh, Diemer said, I really like the select look. No, I agree with you. It's a beautiful card. I don't think should be the reason to choose one over the other, especially, I mean, if you could not sell them, I guess that's actually an amazing reason to choose one over the other. But as an investment, that's probably one of the weakest reasons, right? 2, 2, 2. Tal Carlos said 2. So, okay, guys. I also think it's 2, to be honest. But I thought it was interesting to put this question on the chat because the rarity is different. This is also a numbered jersey card. But is about the narrative for the market, right? PSA 8 7-1B is overbought though. I think PSA 8 is cheaper than them, right, James? PSA 9 is more expensive. Not more, but is 10 of 10 and earlier card. Okay, 10 of 10 and earlier card, I don't guess. No, that's fair, Diemer. And to be fair, you are probably doing the correct thing. Okay, so, but the thing about 10 of 10 and earlier card, I don't get that argument. But I would love to if you could explain me, because, okay, is an earlier card, I mean, yeah, for sure, but I don't think these two cards are relevant because they are earlier cards, because they are not. So both are not earlier cards by any means. David said, the first selects aren't iconic, but they deserve a lot more. They deserve more love. Okay, I probably agree with that, David. They will sell closer. The PSA 8 is 5 to 7K, then PSA 9 20K. You think the gold will be around 5K? I don't know. I mean, our market is in modern, I feel like, is a bit weak. I would not be totally shocked if this card is like 4K. 3.5, no, 3.5 maybe not, but 4K. I would not be shocked. Again, maybe I will look really dumb and this goes for 10K, which I really doubt. But Once cards are so far apart from the rookie years, we have to consider design, print run, set popularity. 100%. I see. I agree with that a lot. The 1 of 10 and 10 of 10 are more attractive to buyers than numbers 2 to 9. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is a jersey number for sure. This is something interesting for a lot of collectors. I think the gold will be closer to 7k than 20k. Yeah, but I'm not a bidder, so maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So, but let's do something fun, right, my friends? And I will finish the stream with this. Put on the chat. Let's start with the gold Messi select. Put on the chat the price you think this card will obtain. I guess I start myself. Let me type 4k. But you guys also put on the chat, because next week we actually, not next week, in 2 weeks from now, we actually take a look at this and see who end up being the person being closer. Is almost guessed the price right. This is a very popular show in Portugal. I'm pretty sure this is also a popular show. James said 4.5k, Rovira said 2.5k. Okay. I will give you guys some time to put. Then we'll do the same for the Chrome. And 2 weeks from now, we'll actually take a look at this. David being quite sneaky right there, 3.8k, 2.7k. Yeah, I think around 3k is not a bad guess. Thomas, come on. 4. Okay. Okay, I guess no one is putting more, but let's move on. I know that there is huge delay on the stream, by the way. But let's move on to the top scrum. Now, put the number for top scrum. I will start again. I guess I'll go 5k, to be honest. I think Tor market is weak now. Weak, especially in specific, talking about top scrum, looking at the sales we end up seeing for Ronaldo, even though I understand it's Ronaldo and not Messi, but now for top scrum. 4k, 8.5, 9.5k. Do you guys really think the card will go so bananas? 7.5k. 7.1k. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, no, I got really surprised by that, but that's the amazing thing about the lives. PSA 10 was 14k in December. Yeah, that's a lot. I know the orange sells for less than the gold, and I bought the orange for, let's say 5k. And my logic is the market is probably a bit softer now than it was 2 months ago. So maybe the gap ended up closing, maybe 6k, but maybe I'm really, really off on this one. And for one wondering why the orange is cheaper than the gold, is the gold narrative is stronger, even though it's twice common than the orange. But it's the market we have right now. Will that be in the future? That I don't know. Messi collectors, W cards that don't pop often. No, and Nicholas, that's actually a point, to be honest. The Messi cards are... I was about to say a word that I should not say, but they are really, really difficult to find, you know, the good ones. Because there is always so much competition. At one point on 12, I was winning Ronaldo cards so easy. Messi, no chance. I always had to bid more than I really wanted. But that's fun, guys. I guess this will be fun to watch in a couple of weeks. I may make actually a different live soon about the Goldin one. So there is a scenario I make one for the Goldin auction. Would you guys enjoy a Goldin live? Or is Goldin something you guys do not even care that much? Because I feel like PWCC is where people, at least in my community, buys the most. But you guys can decide that for me. I would not mind to do the live, but I am also fine if that's something you guys do not care that much. Yeah, and if I do it, probably will be maybe tomorrow, honestly. Okay, let's check a couple of stuff. Let's see how many viewers we have right now. Close to 20. So guys, if you can leave a like, thank you so much for that. At the end of the day, it's the best way to show support. I thought this was a fun stream, and I really appreciate you guys staying with me. It's always super important. The Emmer said yes. Goldin has some very nice high-end stuff, 2017 Chrome to Alifas, Flawless Messi, etc. But much more expensive. Okay. No, I guess I could do a live tomorrow, honestly. Yeah, I'll see. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for staying with me this time. Really appreciate. It's always a pleasure, as you guys know. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. At the end of the day, again, repeating myself, but it's the best way to show support. If you want to show support in a different way, in this case, a monetary way, the best way is my Patreon community. Amazing place there. You have a lot of content to watch. Also, a Discord server. You are seeing that on the top, but links are actually below the video. Amazing place to interact with me, to interact with other collectors, to talk about this stuff. I mean, this is fun, right? I feel like as a collector, we all enjoy this type of conversations, and the Discord is basically a continuation of this. So hope to see you guys there. And again, see you guys next time. Bye, my friends.